welcome back to my channel. As you might see by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience meeting Kian&Jc. If you guys don't know who Kian&Jc are, you should search them up. They're two YouTubers and I've been supporting them since late 2013, early 2014. I have a Twitter account, it's right here. And that's basically where Kian&Jc knows me from. JC calls me Feels because that's like my nickname to my Twitter name. I met them at Vidcon 2019 that was arranged in London, and I went with two of my friends from Norway called Julie and Mar. I also have like this big group chat on Twitter that was called Cloud Gang Goes to Vidcon, and I honestly feel like that weekend wouldn't have been the same at all if it wasn't for those people and also people that I met at Vidcon. So I'm going to shout out the Cloud Gang Goes to Vidcon squad. You guys know who you are. I love you so much. I think we should just start with the whole thing because there's a lot to talk about. So yeah, let's start the video. Okay, I'm so embarrassing. So basically, me, Mar, and Julie flew from Norway to London on February 14th. We met up with two other friends at the airport and we went to our hotel. So when we came to the hotel, we just decided to walk around because it was pretty close to the Expo Center and that's where like Vidcon was being arranged. We went to the Expo Center, walked around, looked around, trying to find Kian&Jc. They were already in London, they came the day before. Then we came to the XL and we met the Merrill twins. That is something I haven't like really talked about on Twitter. I haven't even posted my picture, I think. But this is the picture. They were so sweet. We waited around for a while and we went to eat and we came back to the XL, and right beside the XL it was a hotel called the Aloft, and that's basically where all the creators were staying. So our instant thought was just to wait, not right by the door or the entrance of the hotel. We were giving it space so like people didn't feel like we were invading their privacy, you know? So we were respectful, just to put that out. We were waiting outside the Aloft and all of a sudden we see two tall ass people, one with a beanie, walk like towards the hotel. Like I said, we were like a couple of meters away from the entrance. So Mar is the one who like pokes me and she's like, June, isn't that Kian and Harrison? I turn around and I see right away it's Kian, so I just sprint. Like I was running and I was like, oh my god, Kian. Dude, it's fucking Kian Lawley. Like I'm going to hug him, like I don't care. It was so funny because like I said, we have been eating and I didn't eat all my noodles, so I have them like in my bag. And when I hugged Kian, like I ran into his arms. I hit him in the head with the noodles, like the bag, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And he was like, oh no, that's fine. Then I gave Harrison a hug, and then my friends also came over. When I mean friends, I mean it was me, Nelle, Mar, Finja, and Julie. We were like the 5 people who came on the 14th. The rest of the people came on the 15th, which was the day that like Vidcon started, I guess. We took picture with Kian. He, as always, he's like so sweet. He was really cold, so he took like quick picture with everyone. Like I said, we weren't many people, so it went fast. When I was taking my picture with Kian, I just see oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I see JC just walk past us and he's like, hi guys, and he walks right in. Like I said, I was taking my picture with Kian, so I didn't really want to be like, oh my god, JC, like run from Kian. Then Kian was about to walk into the hotel and I'm like, I have to tell Kian to tell JC who I am, like that I'm Feels from Twitter, you know? So I walked up to him and I was like, Kian, can you please tell JC that I'm Feels for Caylen on Twitter and that I love him? And I was like stressed, okay? I was super nervous. And he's like, wait, you're Feels for Caylen? And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, and he just walked past you? And I was like on the edge of tears. And he was like, no, wait, I'm gonna go get him. So Kian was about to go get him. But then he walked into the elevator and it closed right away. So basically, I feel like everyone was kind of rushing him. So yeah, I sat down, had a mental breakdown. Love that for me. I decided to stay with my friend Julie. The other 3 girls, they went back to the hotel. Well, they had a feeling that JC wasn't, or like any of them were gonna come out again. And I had the same feeling. But I stayed for whatever reason. Just half an hour later, I got a DM from JC. And it basically says that I had to go to second floor, that they were eating, and that we can meet. So I walked up to the restaurant. I was shaking, and my friend Julie basically has to like drag me up the stairs to the restaurant. We go up the stairs, okay. I see JC right away. I spot his curly hair. I see Chelsea, I see Kian, I see Harrison, Anderson, Kian's dad, and JC's mom. It was, by the way, so fucking cold. I was like freezing. And I've been traveling since 5 a.m. that morning, and at this point it was like 8, 9 p.m. So I was like tired. We sit on these chairs, and it's outside the restaurant but inside the hotel. I DM'd JC and I was like, I'm here, thank you so much, I love you. And then it took like quite some minutes and he didn't respond. I could see him like look around, so I DM'd again and I was like, you can just eat and we can meet afterwards, I can just wait, you know? But then he turned like fully around, and that's like when he saw my friend Julie, and she was like pointing at me, and I was like, oh my god, that's so awkward. So JC like basically stood up and started walking towards us. So I walked up to JC and I hugged him like so fucking tight. I think we hugged for like 5-6 seconds. Like it doesn't seem long, but like sometimes you only hug like for a second. And I was like holding him and he was rubbing my back. And we just talked for like 5, 6, 7 minutes. It was honestly one of the best experiences or meetings that I had with a person that I look up to. We took some pictures, they're so cute, and yeah, it was honestly one of the best moments in my entire life. And I talked with Chelsea, and when I tell you that Chelsea is the sweetest girl on this planet, I truly mean it. Like when I asked her for a selfie, she was like, wait, me? And I was like, girl, yes, oh my god, let me hug you. And she was like so small, and my selfie was horrible, but she looked so beautiful. Yeah. So that was basically what happened that night. We woke up the next day, and that's the day like everyone was going to get there. We went to like the XL. We got our badges, like our Vidcon badges, our wristbands for the meet and greet that was gonna be like the next day. We met Kian. He was walking out with his dad, and when he came back to the hotel, he took pictures. He was so sweet. I saw JC and Chelsea, but they took like the back door, so we didn't like disturb them. And when they came back from like being out, I was another place, so I didn't get to meet him then. But a lot of my friends did who didn't meet him the day before, so I was really happy for them. That was like the 15th, it didn't happen, like much didn't happen that day. Moving on to the 16th, which was the date of the meet and greet. Let's get it. We woke up super early because Kian&Jc, they had their meet and greet at 9 a.m. So I woke up at like 6, I think. I couldn't sleep because I was so scared to like sleep over my alarm and miss the meet and greet. I almost missed my meet and greet because my fucking wristband didn't scan when I was going into the meet and greet. So I had to go up to the help center, and the line was so long. And this boy, shout out to this boy, he just took my hand and guided me to like the meet and greet line and pushed me in the line. He was like, there you go, darling, have fun. And I was like, oh my god, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Because I honestly thought I was not gonna meet Kian&Jc for a second because it didn't work. We're standing in line. I was the last one in line 2, and there was like 5 lines, I think. So it came up to me. I was putting down my bags, and JC goes, oh, hi, Feels. And I had like gifts for them, so I had them like under my arm. I walked up to Kian, I gave him a hug, and then I gave JC a hug. Dude, this moment right here. And when I was hugging Kian, JC tells like Kian that he bet he doesn't know like my name. And then Kian like doesn't really pay attention. And I turned to Kian and I was like, yeah, what's my name? And like Kian is like, Feels for Caylen, like duh. What's your name? What's my name? The girls working at Vidcon, both the photographer and like the security lady, they were so stressed and they were rushing both us and the boys, and I feel like the boys were really like overwhelmed, especially on Kian, that he was like, whoa, like what's going on? And even when I like gave them their gifts, this girl was like going to take them right away, and JC like actually like he holds in my gift. He was sitting here and he leaned over my body because he was like still holding my gift because he wanted to like look at it. I took their hands and held their hands for the picture. We smiled. Actually, Kian told the photography lady after we took the picture that he wanted a new one because he was sure he was blinking. And he was like, I'm gonna see this all over Twitter if I did blink.
I think I blinked, and I know I'm gonna see this on Twitter.
And I was like, yeah, did he blink? And she was like, no, you're good, you're good. And I was holding like JC's hand when I went up to get my bags. And JC, like, Kian was already greeting the next fan, but JC was talking to me. And he said, it was so nice to meet you again. I promise we'll meet soon, okay? And he smiled. And that's kind of like where it ended with my meeting with experience. We went to the hotel right after we met Harrison and Anderson at their meet and greet. They were so sweet, both of them. I love my British boys. We went to like outside of the A-loft and stood there, and there was so many people. I was like, oh my god, I feel so bad. The moment like Kian&Jc came out, I was like, I'm not gonna be a part of it. I was gonna just take pictures of Kian&Jc like candies, you know. And all of a sudden, JC's like right in front of me. I had printed out this paper with a tweet that I tweeted in 2016 where I asked him to write down adventure for me because I wanted to get it tattooed. So I showed him the tweet and I was like, I've been trying to get your attention for so long, it hasn't worked, so I just wonder if you can like write down adventure for me. And he's like, yeah, sure. And then I was like, can you like write me something like small underneath it? And he wrote, love you feels. And I didn't see it at first, so I just took the paper and I was like, thank you, and I gave him a hug, and he was like, no, thank you. I took up the paper, I opened it, and I saw the tattoo, and he had written like 2 different like fonts, I guess you can say. And then I saw the text, love you feels, and I just broke down. And Vicky came and hugged me, and I actually got it tattooed this like here. It said adventure, so I have it there. So yeah, that was the 16th. The 17th was a really boring day because Kian&Jc went out partying the 16th. So I just wanted to say bye to them on the 17th because I was leaving on the 18th at like 4 a.m. So I wouldn't be able to like say bye to them on that Monday, the 18th. Then there were this group of people who were so disrespectful and kind of just ruined everything. They went into the hotel and ran after Kian when they saw him down by the lobby. Why do you ruin like your chance of meeting him, or like why do you ruin others' chances of meeting him by doing that? Like when people do stuff like that, invade people's privacy to get like a selfie or a picture, I just don't get it. I tweeted a tweet to JC and I kind of just asked him if he had any merch that he was gonna give out, because he had been talking about that on stream before going to Vidcon London, that he had some merch. And then he answered me actually on Twitter, and he was like, yeah, I could give you some if you see me, and a smiley face. That was basically, we hadn't seen them the whole day. So JC comes out with pins and he looked so confused because we were like, everyone was standing like in this half circle like this, like waiting to go, but like, because I think it was Layla that was like, stay, don't move, like don't run, give it space. And he comes out and he looks at us like so confused. He pulls out his hands from his pockets with pins and he's like, I have pins. And everyone like started like walking super fast. It was the funniest thing ever. I was like, it was dead silent. It was this big crowd, so I went around the crowd and I was standing beside or like behind JC, and I like poked him like on the shoulder and I was like, can I get one? Super stressed. And he's like, yeah, sure. He turned around to me like from the whole crowd and he took out his hand. He's like, here, have 2. And then he smiled at me. And I was like, oh my god, I love you so much. We saw Kian. Kian was not in the mood for anything. He was having such a bad day, it felt like. And it's probably because people keep invading his privacy. Later that night, JC came back and he told us that he was gonna get more pins to give us because he had like this big bag with pins. Like he went up and then Kian went up. We didn't say anything to Kian. We basically just say, hi Kian, we love you. And he turned around, blew us a kiss, and then he walked in. JC came down with the pins and we took some group pictures, we took some individual pictures. JC was kind of tipsy. I took my picture with JC, and that was like the last picture, and I hugged him. And before we took the picture, he was like, "Feels, you get the last picture." When he left, the whole group of people, we all like hugged each other and we're just bawling our eyes out. Like I said in the beginning of this video, like those people truly made my weekend. Like I was having, like every time like something happened to one of us, like both good and bad, we were there for each other, supporting each other. Yeah, I'm forever thankful for that weekend, and forever thankful for Kian&Jc and for my friends. I love them very much, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, because like I said, I've been trying to film this for a long time, but I haven't, because it makes me really emotional to talk about all of this, because it's a weekend that I cherish a lot. And yeah, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have ever met Kian&Jc, if you've ever been to Vidcon, if you plan to go to Vidcon. You should do it if your favorite YouTuber is going. It's totally worth it. I'll see you very soon.